The rules are quite simple. We can't buy from other players. We can only equip items that we kill solo. I am going to caveat that we can dumpster dive, which means we can look through the vendors for spells that are sold to the vendors by other players, because there's so many spells and I may never find them all that I need, and people mass sell spells to vendors. So dumpster diving for spells, totally allowed. Other than that, we're going to try and do a lot more than just power through the expansions. We're going to try and stop and make more characters, do all of the content, try to go all the places we can, see all the things we can see. My other character, my other account, because this is my account, will be solo self-found. My other account, yeah, you buy everything. This is not that. So here we go. An explanation of the solo self-found character who will do the first grind, so to speak, on my solo self-found account. This is the Necromancer Magician Beastlord. All I've done so far is gone to the bazaar and done the first part of the quest, sold all of the items you get from the first quest except the bags, and that gives you a little over 1.5 platinum, and with that I've bought the important spells up to level 5 and 5 malachites and 5 bone chips. So that's it. Now I'll level to 5, return to the bazaar and go from there. Okay, made it to level 5. Completed the quest. Got the ring. You put the ring in the power supply spot, and it levels up. Bought a couple of bags. Bought all of the spells up to level 9 that I need. Equipped this. This is a summoned item, but the temporary tags for the classes that summon them, they don't disappear, so I shouldn't need to resummon that. And that's it. Now I'm going to go and head to Befallen. I think I've never done that that dungeon this early, so I'm not sure. I'll report back. Befallen was an absolute bust. The mob at the start is way higher level. The first floor mobs, other than that mob that camps the entrance, are perfectly fine for level 5 plus. But you spawn up your own instance and you get instantly PK'd as soon as you zone in, because the mob is way too high level. So we went to Unrest instead. So I thought I'd take a minute and talk about how things are going, because things are speeding up really fast. I did know that the summon gear that you summon as a magician doesn't fade when you log out, but I didn't realise just how powerful it would be. I guess because it summons as its legendary version, the gear is really strong. Oh. So, 26 delay, 10 damage, magic, weapon with a proc already on all the pets. The Necropet here is using the two-hander at the moment. I don't think it's any good. I just want to see what sort of damage it hits for. And I guess it hits for quite a lot, 64, compared to the others which are doing 31. Oh, here we go. He did a critical hit for 101. I think we'll leave him with the two-hander. That's quite significant damage output there. I myself got a shield. It's got stats. It's got a resist on it. I just finished right then. Just finished this, and I've clicked it on to the sympathetic strike. That's great. The amount of power that's ticked up since I summoned these weapons is huge. I was worried that it would be a grind before I found any equipables at all for my pets. I didn't realise that weapons started so early for pets. I guess on live maybe it's not so important, but here, you know, you can rack up 40 platinum in 5 seconds, which is what I just did just then. If I was playing on like not solo self-found, I was playing market, there's so many 1 plat items. I myself have done it, just put up every drop, you know, from a clear of a raid as 1 plat, just so that people that need it or people that are dumpster diving to resell it can do whatever. You know, I heard somebody the other day say if it's not BIS, it's trash, which is so true, unfortunately, but not for us, not for solo self-found. So we'll continue on. Level 20 will be along in minutes, not hours, so I thought I'd just have to stop before I got too far. Anyway, see you in a bit. So we got to level 20, ended up at 22. Stopping here for the minute. Quite a lot of things since we last checked in. Got the ability to summon a whole bunch of armor, which is really good. So 100 health and 100 mana from the set, which is way better than trying to pick up random classic things. We did get a sympathetic strike 1 item, which is better than the minor sympathetic strike that we get from the ring. It's not as good as this for just wearing, but you just got to click it every hour or so. Whole bunch of new spells. I am trimming the spell book because otherwise I'm just going to get so overrun with spells running the triple caster. And that's about it. Hopefully going to get a legendary drop at some point. Hopefully going to remember how to get out onto the balcony at some point. And then once we get 30, we'll see about getting a few AAs. We're going to be in classic locked zones for quite a while. Also, might start working on that second character as well once we get to 30. You know, we'll see you then.